Hello and welcome back to the Crypto Bite. I'm Selena Vidya, and the Crypto Bite is a community where we talk about investing, trading cryptocurrency, what's going on in the crypto space, different blockchain companies, different coins, and pretty much anything that comes up. So if you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. So I feel like this is a new place, who dis type moment. So you'll notice behind me that my whole setup is different. I have a different camera setup, different lighting, just a different place altogether. While I get used to kind of the sound and the way that this works in the room, try my best to get this dialed in for you for the next video. For today's video, I want to talk to you about stop limits and limits, and I'm actually going to walk you through what that'll look like if you're using a platform like Bittrex, Binance, or HitBTC. But when you're trading, you don't really want to be monitoring things 24/7. How do you actually control where your portfolio is without you having to look at it all the time? So as the market fluctuates, which with cryptocurrency, it's pretty volatile all the time, how do you put measures in place to make sure that you're not unnecessarily losing money and that when your eyes aren't on it, it's taking care of everything for you? Give me a minute, I'm gonna hop over to my computer and walk you through that.
All right, so hopefully you can see my screen clearly. What you're looking at here is Binance. And if you've used this platform before, you're very familiar with it. If you watched any of my previous videos, I did do a quick run through of the Binance platform. This is great for trading, whether you're starting out or you've been doing it for a while. So when you first log in, if you're on the basic tab, you're gonna see this area. And what you're seeing here is the ability to do a limit, a market, or a stop limit order. Now, when you're trading, you don't want to always have to be staring at your computer or staring at your phone or wherever you're utilizing the platform to do your trading. You want to put things in place so that you can step away and you don't have to worry about something dramatically horrible happening. And that's exactly what the limit and the stop limit is for the most part. So first off, if you're brand new, the market order tab that you see right here allows you to buy and sell at the existing price. So what happens is you say how much you want to buy or how much you want to sell, and then that order will be filled with the best available price. It may not be the exact price that you see when you click that button to buy or sell, but it'll be pretty close. The limit tab that you see here, you'll notice that it has a price and it has an amount. You can pretty much ignore this. This is just if you want to use preset percentages to help you so you don't have to calculate it. And on the right side, you'll also see sell with the same price and the same amount. On this tab, you'll see for stop limit, buy and sell, and you'll notice that there's a stop box, there's a limit box, and then there's an amount box, and same for sell. So I want to take a second and talk about the difference between the two because they're pretty similar. They're a little bit hard to wrap your head around, but if you do want to play with these so you can get a good understanding of how they work. So let's walk through an example. Let's say you want to sell something. This price right here is $9.74. For the sake of making this easy, we'll round it up to 10. So if the price is at 10 currently and you submit a limit order for $5, that'll execute immediately. It sees $10 as a better price than 5 at this point in time. If you're doing a stop limit, which means you're over here, and you're doing a sell, so you have your stop, let's say it's set for 6, and then you have your limit set for, let's say, 5. So basically with a stop limit, you would have your stop price, in this instance it's 6, and once that stop price is reached, it'll go on the books and it'll execute as close to the limit price as possible, which we have set here as 5. So it's not guaranteed to execute. If there's a sharp drop, for example, it'll probably fill different orders outside of yours, so it may fill back on the way up, but it's good to have these in place. So on the flip side, if you're buying, if you're on the limit tab, the price we're pretending is 10 right now, and we set our limit order for 15, chances are it'll execute immediately because the buying price at $10 is better than the limit price at 15. So now if you want to go ahead and set a stop limit with this scenario, you'll go here and you can set a stop limit for, let's say, $14, and you can set a limit for 15. So what'll happen here is you have your stop price set at 14, the limit set at 15. Once it actually reaches that stop price, then it'll go on the books and it will try to execute as a limit order. So the big difference between the two of these is once you set a limit order, there isn't anything in between the current price and the limit price. When you set a stop limit, you're basically giving it a specific number that gives it the go-ahead. So it has to reach a specific number in order to start trying to fulfill that order as a limit order. So let's talk about one last way to frame it. If you're thinking about a limit order and you're selling, in this scenario, the price was at 10, we had a limit order for $5, and we said that it would execute immediately because 10 is a better price than 5. So the normal selling limit is typically over the current price. That way you won't have to worry about it executing immediately, because the goal is to sell when it reaches a price that's higher than the current so that you can take profit. And then if you're thinking about a stop limit sell, both of the prices are usually below the current market, so that if the coin drops to this specific price, don't sell it for less than Y. All right, so I know that this was just a quick walkthrough, but I have had a couple of questions on the limit and a stop limit. Again, I always say that start off buying something small, test the limit, stop limit, so you can actually see how it executes, what it looks like to go through that process, and what the actual price is when it executes. I think it'll be really enlightening. So now I'm gonna flip back and stop the screen share. I'll see you in a minute.
All right, hopefully that walkthrough was super helpful. If you're doing it on another platform, it's pretty much the same thing. Just look for the limit and stop limit options. Some of them may not let you do both, but they should let you do one or the other. If you are new to this channel, again, hit subscribe and make sure you're getting notifications so you can know when the next video comes out. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter under The Crypto Bite, and you can find me personally under Selena Vidya on all of the same channels. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.